Welcome back into the Fantrax Toolshed YouTube channel. Eric Cross with you here today. Going to be discussing the potential new number one Dynasty prospects, the top 6 candidates or so after Gunnar, Henderson, and Corbin Carroll graduate early on in the season. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Got a lot of great video up on the channel now, so hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of that. Got some prospect videos, some player breakdowns, live prospect video, all of that fun stuff. So go check that out. All right. So who will be the new number one Dynasty prospect? As I mentioned, both Corbin Carroll and Gunnar Henderson are scheduled to graduate, barring some unforeseen and would. Both will graduate within the first week or so of the season. So maybe even before the minor league season begins. But there is a cluster of prospects right behind those top two. I'm going to kind of go from least likely to most likely to take over that number one spot, starting with the number 8 prospect for me, at least in my top 400. And that is James Wood, went up from the Padres to the Nats in that Juan Soto deal. And as you can see, absolutely raked last year. Seemed to get better and better as the year went on. Big guy, looks like he should be playing power forward, linebacker, whatever. But he's a baseball player and a damn good one. Elite raw power, above average speed and athleticism. Like, he is just an athlete through and through. And he's proven to be a very good pure hitter, good approach as well. Draws a lot of walks, keeps the K rate in check. I do think he's a tick behind some of the other names on this list, but he's got as much upside as nearly anyone in the minor leagues right now. Go to someone a little more advanced, Anthony Volpe. Numbers don't look great. Well, at least the slash one doesn't jump off the page at you, but he started off the year very slowly. The Double-A Northeast or the Eastern League, I should say, is a notorious cold weather pitcher friendly league. So I'm not really taking much stock into that. I believe what we saw in 2021, which is a plus hitter, good approach, 20 plus homer pop, 30 plus steel wheels. He's going to have Yankee Stadium to kind of take assault on. Nice little BABIP boost there. That always helps. Good lineup around him. So I still think Volpe's going to be an all around fantasy star. Next up, another shortstop here, Jordan Lawlar, one of the highest upsides in all of baseball, plus runner, potentially could be plus power as well. So we're looking at a potential 25 player down the road. Needs to trim the swing and miss a little bit, but draws walks at a high clip as well. That K rate is not alarming by any stretch of the imagination. 25% is not terrible, especially in this day and age. Just a great all-around player that I think still gets a little undervalued. So definitely has a chance to be number one overall prospect in the near future here. Next up, moving over to an outfielder, Jackson Chourio, one of only a few players over the past season with 300 plus plate appearances to go 20 plus home runs, 15 plus steals, a 250 plus ISO, while hitting 280 or higher as well. There is some swing and miss in this game, but hey, he was 18 years old, getting up to Double-A, which is absolutely ridiculous. Plus raw power, projection for more, above average speed. If he improves the approach, we could be looking at a plus hitter as well. Just oodles and oodles of upside with Jackson Chourio. He's definitely one of the front runners for new number one overall dynasty prospect, as is Elly De La Cruz, probably the highest pure upside on this list. It is, Fernando Tatis Jr., Ronald Acuna upside, elite raw power and speed. And you see it right there in the numbers, but just needs to clean up the approach a bit. If he can just get that K rate down to about 25% and maintain a 270 plus average, which I think he can do even with a higher K rate and lower contact skills. Doesn't have terrible contact skills, but even with slightly lower contact skills and that higher K rate, he's probably going to run a higher BABIP than most, given his elite raw power and speed. Would love to see him clean up that approach. Oh my God, the upside is just so tremendous with him. But then my pick is going to be Jordan Walker. Doesn't have as much upside as Elly, but I think when you're looking at a combination of ceiling and floor, you got to give the edge to Jordan Walker. We knew about the elite raw power, and that's been there and still kind of popping its head out more and more in games. You see all those extra base hits, proving to be a much better pure hitter than I think anybody gave him credit for. I think we're looking at potential plus hitter, plus power, and good speed as well. You're looking at probably like a Josh Young type of bat with more impact in the power department and more speed. So potential 280 plus hitter, 30 plus home runs, 15 or so steals, and you see outfield there, not third base next to his or under his name there, because very good chance that's where he ends up. That's where he's been playing a lot this year, including in the AFL with Nolan Arenado obviously entrenched at the hot corner there for St. Louis. So those are my kind of top picks, least likely to most likely. James Wood, Anthony Volpe, Jordan Lawlar, Jackson Chourio, Ellie De La Cruz, and Jordan Walker. Thank you for tuning in for this video on the Fantrax Toolshed YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button below, and we'll see you next time.